Hello and welcome to MJ Studies. Today we'll discuss about AWS CloudWatch Logs, how we can configure logs, what is AWS CloudWatch Logs, how we can get the CloudWatch EC2 instance logs in our CloudWatch management console. So we'll see all those things. So what is AWS CloudWatch Logs? AWS CloudWatch Logs are used to just view the logs from our EC2 instance, from inside our EC2 instance for every time in the production time, every time when we created a server. So it is not possible for us that we can enter inside the server and check for the logs. So for that thing, what we can do, we'll configure AWS CloudWatch agent logs in our EC2 instance, which transfers the logs of our web server or any operation which we perform in our EC2 instance. So which sends that logs to our CloudWatch log agents. So with the help of that, by the help of CloudWatch management console, we are able to see the logs of that EC2 instance. So now we are going to configure that the EC2 instance with CloudWatch logs. So to do that, first we need to check that our EC2 instance is assigned with right permission. So for that, what we created an IAM role. If you don't remember that if you don't know that how we can create the IAM role, I'll give the video of that in the I button, which includes the creation of IAM role and also includes the installation of AWS CloudWatch agent. So yeah, so we'll check for our IAM role that it is assigned to the role or not. So here what we do, we'll give a full permission, full access of CloudWatch. So here you see in the screen that logs are also permissioned by this full access of CloudWatch. So now we are good to start with the our configuration. To do configuration, what we need to do, we need to connect with the EC2 instance. We are directly connecting this EC2 instance with the web browser. So here we are going to connect with this. Yeah, now our EC2 instance is establishing the connection, and it gives us public IP and private IP by which this instance is connected with this browser. So yeah, we'll wait up till it comes to up. Yeah, now you see that our instance is come up, and we are able to see the instance now. We are able to run the commands inside the instance. So we are doing this all activity in the Ubuntu server. So if I have Amazon Linux instance, then it's very easy to configure AWS logs inside the Amazon Linux. But yeah, in the Ubuntu server or any other Ubuntu flavors Linux, we need to download the files from the S3 bucket. The links are provided by the in the AWS document. I'll give the document link in the description. You may prefer the document link for the commands, or I'll provide the commands in the description section. You can directly go with that commands also. Yeah, so to do that, what we need to do, we need to just start with update apt update command, because it's the first time we started this server, so we need to update the resources according to the time. So yeah, the resources updation is been running. Meanwhile, here we have one s3 command. I'll paste that command. Yeah, here you found that the curl command, and curl command which is used to download the resources from this link. So we are going to download the setup, s3 log setup, and here you see the s3 log setup is downloaded successfully here in our root directory. Now we need to run this setup. We need to run this configuration. To run this configuration, what we need to do, we need to just run with the Python. With the help of Python, we need to run this. So we are going to run this with the Python, and here we are also giving hyphen reason. So in the reason, whatsoever reason you are selected, whatsoever reason your server is in, you may give that reason. My reason is Mumbai reason, so I am giving AP South 1, and now press enter. So as you see that Python is not working. I think in my case the Python 3 will be work. This script only support. Let me check for the issue, that what's the issue. There might be chances. Let's check with Python 2. Python 2 do not found. apt install Python 2. I think we need to install Python in our server, so I am going to install it, and we'll see the Python is already installed. Python 3 is already installed, but why it's showing this error? I'll check for this error and come back to you again once I got any solution for this error. Yeah. now I am able to run the command, that Python command. I don't know why it won't support Python 3 to run this command. I am able to run this command with the help of Python 2. I installed Python 2 in my Ubuntu server, so I am going to run the command with the help of Python 2 and show you. Reason ap south 1, and now you see that downloading agent dependencies.tar.gz with url lib. Here the downloading of the agent is started, and you see that the first step, initializing pipes, are done. Now the second step, downloading the latest CloudWatch agent logs bits. So this might take some time to completely download this thing. So once it, as you see now, the the download is completed. So we are going to give this access key id as a none, secret access key id also none. Now we are going to give a default reason as ap south 1. Yeah, it's our reason. If you want to change in the reason, then you can change it. Then default output format, so it's a clear one. We don't want to change the output format. Configure the CloudWatch logs agent. Path of log file to upload. Yes, if you want to change the path, then you can change. We are going to follow this path. So yes, we are. Destination log group name. So if you want to change the log group name there in the CloudWatch log group, then you can change from here. If you don't want to change it, then we are good to go with this name. Now choose log stream name, use ec2 instance id, use host name or custom name. So we are going to use ec2 instance id as a host group, as a log stream name. So we are going to paste it. Now enter the log stream name. If you are giving any name, then the name should be shown in the CloudWatch management console. So we are giving name mj study underscore log underscore string. Yeah, now it asks us about the time format, that which time format you want this to be in. So we are going to select the time format as a date, month, year, and then the time, the second one. So we are going to do this. Now choose initial position to upload, from start of file, from end of file. So what you want, as a head to tail or tail to head. It asks us about this, that if you want to go from up to down in the file, then you can choose the initial position as first one, and if you want to go that the latest and the last logs which are created at the last, which comes at the top. So we are going to select that the latest logs come at the up. More log file configuration, more logs files to configure. If you have any other files to configure, then you can configure that. So we are going to configure some other file also. Path of that log file, we are going to give where log apache 2. So this is the path of our log file, and here in that we are going to we are giving access dot log as a file name. So here it's a complete file name. Now the destination log group file name is this, that we are going to give. We are going in the log stream, we are again giving the same, the instance id. And here in the log stream name, what we are going to give, mj study underscore log underscore strem stream underscore apache 2. So now the format, we taking the first format, and you can choose, we in that we are choosing end to start, and here we can choose start to end. And if you have any more files to configure, then you can, otherwise you can type end and just done. So now the log files are configured successfully, and we can start stop these services with the help of service AWS logs start stop or anything. So we need to start this service. So before starting this service, what we are going to do, we are installing the AWS apache 2 in our server. So we are going to run apt install apache 2. Fine. So yeah, the apache 2 configuration is done. We are going to run systemctl apache 2, systemctl start apache 2, systemctl enable apache 2. So yeah, with the help of enable command, what it does, when we restart the server, when we start the when we stop the server and again start the server, it automatically starts the apache 2 service for us. So now we are checking for the logs for that apache. So for checking the logs, what we need to do, we need to first open this, open the Apache page. Yeah, here Apache page is opening and it shows it works. Now we are going to check for the logs, that the logs are coming in the file or not. So tail -i /where logs. So here you see that Apache 2 is coming, Apache 2, and here you see axis logs. So we are going to check for the axis log. Sorry, -i, no -i. Yeah, here Apache 2 axis logs are coming. So now we are good to go with the to start the service. So to start the service, what command we need to run? We need to run service AWS logs, service AWS logs, and after that we need to run AWS logs. After that we need to run start command to start the service. And now you see that the service is started, and now we are going to enable it. As you remember that when we enable the service, okay, it only gives us option of these four commands. We are not going to able to enable this service on the startup. So okay, that's fine. The service is running in our CloudWatch in our EC2 instance. Now what we are going to do, we are checking in the CloudWatch agent, CloudWatch management console, that the logs are coming or not. So to do that, we are refreshing the CloudWatch management console for the first time, that so that it make refresh complete thing in the management console. So yeah, the refresh done. Now we are going to check the log groups, and it's loading log groups. And yeah, now currently we have two log groups which are inactive. There might be chance it may come inactive in after some time. Yeah, here you can see that mj log stream is there, and here you can see the logs from up to down. No new log event found. You can see the logs coming. There is log created first, and this log created in the newest one. There is no new log found. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check this with the help of this Apache 2. So we are accessing the server. As you see the log stream with the name mj study log stream Apache 2. So here you found 3. Currently you found 3. So now what we are going to do, we are accessing this Apache web page in the multiple panels. So yeah, as you see now, more logs should be created. So it might take little bit time. Currently you see the 4 logs are generated. It might take little bit time to come up with the new logs. Resume. So when we do resume, it automatically refresh the page in our every 5 seconds or 10 seconds of time period. So yeah, we retry for the older events also, if any of the older events come. So as you see that now the logs are generated, and logs come in the CloudWatch agent from this CloudWatch from this EC2 instance. So if you see that /where/log /apache 2 axis logs. So here you can see, here it comes up with the 4 logs. Now I press enter, and I just open one more Apache 2 here. I might think that yeah, it created log. Now we are going to check in the here. So here you found that the 5th log is created. On the above one, it runs in the download one. You see that the log is created successfully. So now with the help of this, we are able to configure the logs in our EC2 instance in our CloudWatch management console. We are able to send the logs from our EC2 instance management console to our CloudWatch management console. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubt, feel free to comment below. Please like, share and subscribe MJ Study. Goodbye.